top, melt it all the way in, make it one with the clear glass. One thing you want to do when you make this post to go pick the color up, you just want a little film of clear glass out at the end. You don't want there to be a lot of clear thickness at the end. Depending on what color you have, especially with a white or a stiffer color, if there's a bunch of clear glass hanging off the end of the pipe, you're going to pull that off first because the clear glass will get hotter than the pipe. So you want there to be pretty close pipe to color contact so that it grabs the color. There's not that clear glass. The way that you gather cocaine is different than what you would normally gather for, like, if you were gathering on a blowpipe. As opposed to collecting the glass off the edge, you want to gather in such a way that puts the majority of the mass in the middle, right over the color. So you want there to be color all the way out to the very tip. Very little clear glass off there for the same reason. There's half of the bottom half is all clear. Especially with a stiffer color, you're going to pull it clear before you pull the color. So the trick is you want them all, you want the color to go all the way out to both ends.
Kind of get this shape like that, like a rat, something like that. Kind of shape it, get everything together. It's actually it's just like all the heat is
setup here that I want. I'm going to let this cool down just a little bit. I don't want it to get ice cold like a bubble. Because remember, I want to maintain the heat and the color throughout the whole process.
Basically, cylinder with a slight color.
And you're intentionally wanting to?
A little bit. Doesn't really matter. I'm trying to just keep all of it the same way. So I'm with that mass of the glass in the middle of this, of where I'm gathering. You don't want to gather and pull back out at the same angle because then you're going to collect a lot more glass off the tip. So when you gather, slightly push forward and just like scoop it straight up so it trails out from the middle and not off the end.
Can you trail it off by the furnace too?
The glass is back in the middle, and I've got color that goes all the way out to the very end. Now I just want to keep a nice round cylinder. You can use the lever to push, pull, wherever you want that clear glass to go. If I push, it's going to push it back towards the oil. If I pull, it's going to, if I pull towards me, it's going to push it off the end. Now you don't want to spend too much time marbling. Again, remember we want to maintain that core heat.
You guys can even wait a second. You go all too quick, you show bars. That could funky leaves. It's really hard to notice what it's really doing.
I'm not ever going to touch the tip until the very end. There should be no reason that you need to flatten the tip right now. Wait till you get all your glass on there and then start to pull the tip at the very end. You don't have to flatten the tip, pull the tip before you get all your glass. Just keep it in a nice cylinder. Now we're just pulling straight cane with a round bar with stripe coloring.
Now you're basically just letting the heat equalize the whole piece then by sitting
I'm
here.
just letting it cool down enough so that I can gather on top of that.
Oh, yeah, you're putting on a gap.
Turn nice and slow. Get them over a little bit.
See those 2 marks? Thank you.
Just keeping this in a nice cylinder. Take the back up a little bit. Now I just want to pull round cane with the stripe of color in the middle. So a very important detail that gets overlooked a lot. In order to keep the cane round throughout the entire bowl, the person who makes your post has to make a round post. So Zach's going to make something unround, but he's going to make a little bit of glass that I'm going to stick on the other end of the pole. If that other end is oval shape or triangular shape, it's going to change the cross section dimensions or the shape of the cane. You want round cane, make sure the post doesn't matter what shape it is, just make sure it looks round. So this is probably a lot of glass. I probably could have just pulled what I had before I gathered. Whatever you're comfortable with weight-wise, do that.
Zach's starting to post now, right after you took your last gather.
Yeah, timing-wise, the way I like to do it is have him do that right after the last gather, so that he has enough time to get it in the right shape, and take his time, there's no rush, and let it cool down enough until I'm ready for it. This is not really use your assistant very much in making cane. Really all they're doing is just going to get a post. So now that I've got all the glass on here that I want to cool, I'm going to start equalizing all those temperatures. Like you want to talk about the post?
So, usually when we make the post, when we gather, it's be nice and even. Like you were saying, the shape can change. So I like to just give a really quick angle, low angle marker.
You talk a little louder.
Thank you. Once I give that low angle marker, I'm going to go ahead and just let all that glass sink down. It gets a nice even disc shape. You can even spin it. And this is really what you want to hold until this thing cools down. You really want this thing to be a little bit chilly.
So, as you start to build up heat inside, through the thickness, I like to kind of marber and stretch it a little bit on the marber, just to elongate a little bit. One way you'll know if you've got even heat is you'll start to see the color should stretch with the clear when you make this little marble on the marber. So as I'm just going to push down slightly, see the diameter gets smaller. Everything's getting longer together. Another way to check is when you go to do this, make sure everything moves the same rate. So this is when you're going to want to start cooling the bottom. I like to keep everything into a nice straight cylinder. Get some symmetry and helps cool. Nice straight hole.
So you guys, whenever you make these posts, you want to be able to grab pretty high up on these pipes, because the way that you're going to have to hand this off, your hand is going to be, the indicator of where the gaffer is going to grab under. So you want them to have as much control as possible they need to be as close to the post as they can.
So I'm going to do this a couple times just to be on the safe side that I've soaked enough heat into everything. Then on your last heat, you're going to punch the tip of the water bucket and then give it your last heat.
Where you want to meet it? You're going to want to do that over there.
You're going to quench the bottom in the water bucket. Because again, that's the first thing in, the last thing out. Naturally, it's going to heat up the most. Anyways, so that kind of just helps set that temperature a little bit better. I like to take it down next to it. I'm going to punch the tip. And then go for my last heat. Before I stick it, I'm going to show the bottom on the ground first. Straight up, trying to stick it as close to the center as possible. Now you want to keep everything straight up and down. And I'm going to initiate the fold here, so I can set my diameter to what I want it to.
As an assistant, you want to be pretty close at hand. You want to actually grab the pipe without the post on it.
So once I've got that started, I'm going to give the other end to my assistant and just slowly go off, flip it up and down as it starts to sag back and forth. What's making this cane all the same size is the heat. The heat is all the same. So you can pull it all equal. Sometimes you'll get like little snake bellies in it, that just means your heat is a little more heat.
You guys want to watch probably about 3 to 4 feet in front of you. That's where it's going to be drawn from.
So Zach, you're not doing anything right now?
Not
Okay.
at all.
Once you get done with
Is
it,
it
roll.
both this end at the same time?
Try
Or
that out.
Once you get going with it, you're just going to let it cool down a little bit. And pull it kind of tight so it stays nice and straight. Pull it tight.
It's nice if you guys have tweezers in your pocket or something that you can just break.